You claim I'm obsessed with you.
Okay.
That's part of the narrative, right?
I mean, that's not just me claiming that, Ethan. I think at this point, a lot of people see it, right?
Very good. Well, let's see. Here's an example from one of these clip channels. These are all different clips, right? Over a 2-month period, there's edited down 24 hours of you talking about me. 24 hours. That's
These
over
are
the
most
60.
likely.
Hold on.
These are fan channels.
Let me.
These
over
are
a
fan channels.
60-day period, that's 24 minutes per day.
Ethan, these are fan channels. This is disingenuous.
Right.
You're presenting
Right.
the same.
Okay,
fan
first of all,
channels that
I'm
are
just showing how
posting-
much you talk about me on stream. Second of all, that the fan channel defense is a let me finish. The fan channel thing is a clever part of your disinformation campaign to avoid any responsibility. And the fact is, if I wanted to show all your fan channels, this is how many videos was uploaded about me in the last 22 days. You think that's regular? You think that's regular?
I have no control over my fan channels. What do you mean? I say one thing on my Twitch stream. Fan channels make the video of the same thing over and over again.
Love it.
Of course,
it's all
look
part,
like
so you
I'm
don't ever have to accept responsibility.
But it's actually the same video.
No, well, so yeah, this is the total.
It's the same moment.
No. This has the same moments. The
same
lone one does
multiplied.
not.
Go back to the
One
photo.
does not have this. No, this one does not have the same moments. This one is unique times you talked about me on your stream. Well, why are you to deny that you talked about me for 24 hours of unedited content the past 2 months, 24 minutes per day, 7 days a week?
For the past 2 months.
Yes, 24 minutes a day.
I don't deny that, probably.
Okay,
because
so
I think you are up until this very moment, you have presented yourself as someone who is actually playing a formative role in deplatforming pro-Palestinian content creators. That was the reason why I'm having this conversation with you. Also, now I'm glad that you brought up the obsession.
Hold on. Do you think this is reasonable?
I have some numbers as well.
Hold on, you're accusing me of being obsessed, Hassan. Is this reasonable? Or is this obsessed behavior? At what point does it become obsessed behavior? At 30 minutes per day? Because I don't talk about you that much, not even close.
Ethan, I have some information as well, okay?
Go ahead. And by the way, just take this in.
On your Instagram stories alone, since January 1st, 2025, you have on your Instagram stories, not including clips, since January 31st, you have mentioned me 110 times.
What? Based on what? I don't believe that.
On your Instagram story
hold on.
post.
From what period? From what period of time?
January 31st.
Hold on. Since
no,
what date?
You, not fan channels.
I'm asking you for what date. What's your date? What's the date? I'm asking.
January 31st. Since
2023?
January 31st on your Instagram stories. Not including clips.
What year?
You have mentioned me.
What year?
Oh, 2025.
So you're saying I storied about you 100 times this year?
110.
That's an absolute lie.
110
Show me the evidence of that.
Times.
Show me your evidence. I've got pictures. What do you got? I talked about you 110 times. Show me.
You have basically 1.2 posts per day about me, 9 stories per week.
Where are you? Show me the evidence.
We tabulated it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the dump. Oh, no. It's shocking. It shocked you, it seems.
Sure, yeah. But this somehow, this isn't a, somehow, by the way, this doesn't surprise you. 66 videos about me.
Ethan,
in the last 2 months.
110
They're not my channels.
Instagram
they operate
stories.
with your approval, under your direction.
When you
it's
look
part
at
of
me
your disinfo campaign
you,
to avoid responsibility. It's so
always
obvious.
Within the context, it's almost always within the context of you literally Haas tweet. When are we in agreement? Hassan called me stupid, and I said my video is bad.
You're streaming it, bro. You're streaming the hate videos. You're streaming. This is what you stream. I make a story.
Stream is a hate video. What are you talking about? Your entire subreddit is a hate subreddit against me, which is fine. You want to do that, you can do that. That's precisely the reason why Reddit literally got back to you when you cried to them about the snark channels and said, what are you talking about? You basically have a harassment channel on Reddit. How are you complaining about this? Not only that, but you also tried to sue anonymous Redditors. You sent frivolous lawsuits to Redditors, to anonymous Redditors, knowing full well that they would be scared into submission. You also posted about that on your Instagram stories as well.
Can anonymous Redditors defame you and harass you? Can anonymous posters who literally posted they doctored posts, posted it on our subreddit saying I was banning people who are wishing a happy Ramadan. Okay, and that went viral.
What the deal was. I don't even know what the that was about.
Well, it's
Did
an outright
you or
lie.
Did you not?
Hold on, dude. Let me
Did you or did you
respond. You
not
just
get your lawyer to.
you need to stop because
Did you or
I'm going
did
to.
you not get your
I'm
lawyer
going
to
to
try
answer.
to bully, extort people that are anonymous Redditors?
Extort?
Sure.
Who's
they
extorting?
said some shit about you.
Bro, let me
it's fucked
answer.
up.
Are you just
bullshit.
going to fucking gish? Okay, you want to make this interview unwatchable? Is that your goal?
Go on.
Yeah, kind of, right? So let me talk. These anonymous posters, okay, were showing pictures of the front of our office, organizing to meet there. They were, I know you haven't seen it, but it's true. They have documented, I have proof of them faking a post saying I was banning people wishing Ramadan that was posted to Snark that went viral in your community. It was picked up by people in your community, leftist Twitter, TikTok, etc.
If you
It was an
can
outright
find
lie.
one
It was
instance
defamation.
where
And by
I
the
have
way,
talked-
yeah, those people
if you
should be
can
held
find
accountable.
one instance where I've talked about you, Ramadan, whatever the. I will give
I'm
you $1
explaining
million.
the context, dude.
I didn't even
You're
know
accusing
about
me
this
of
until
something.
this moment. What are you talking about?
You accuse me of something. I'm explaining
because
why.
You're saying that I'm responsible for this when I have
there-
no f***ing clue.
Let me. No,
what
I'm
you're
not.
talking about. I only saw
said
the
your community.
litigation.
Is it ever, Hassan? Is it ever okay to sue a random Redditor for a reason? Is there ever a good reason?
There could be.
Okay, very good. Well,
There could
they
be.
were.
You think? Okay. About this
Okay,
instance.
well, great. It's not that
one
crazy.
Of the
then.
Redditors, one of the Redditors that you sued. Okay.
I didn't sue
Not
anyone.
only did
First
you
of all,
sue for copyright infringement, but in the
Hassan,
process,
you're lying. You are absolute. Hold on, you're
in the
lying.
process
So you have
of
to
suing
stop.
them for
I have not
copyright
sued anybody.
infringement, your lawyer demanded such insane things. Your only option to avoid litigation, you provide our office with all correspondence you've had with the moderators of H3 Snark. You provide our office with all correspondence you've had with other H3 Snark users. You provide our office with all correspondence you have had with Reddit.
Do you know why?
What does that mean? You
Do you know
provide our
why?
office with information regarding the identities of H3 Snark moderators. What
know
does
why?
that mean? And then your lawyer says,
I'm trying to tell you. You just asked me what does it mean, bro?
if you do not or cannot satisfy all 5 conditions, TEI will sue you for copyright infringement and misrepresentation. Do
Okay,
you
so
think
first of
that-
all-
does your lawyer
Dude,
think that you
stop.
can just
Let
like,
me
make
answer.
people dance if they
All right.
if they got them on
Do
a
you
copyright
want?
claim?
Do you know why we sent them that letter?
I don't.
Well, well, I mean, do you think that the context might be important?
Sure.
Okay, so then what the are you doing?
I'm listening. I'm waiting for you to explain. Just like you didn't explain why you had 110 Instagram stories, by the way, which was shocking to
This
even
person,
you.
by the way, these people were committing continual copyright infringement. They were posting clips with the stated intention, Hassan, of stealing views from us. This person, we took down the DMC post, and they illegal,
Stealing views from
erroneously.
you how? By posting.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to respond? This person
stealing views from you how? By posting on Reddit?
Yes. Duh. What the f are you talking about?
So you're
Really?
admitting that you're admitting that you literally filed a f***ing frivolous,
really are
a
stupid.
frivolous
That is-
copyright infringement lawsuit. You
Do you know what a
fair
law-
use Ethan Klein.
You know what the difference between a letter and a
filed a
lawsuit?
frivolous lawsuit to try
not
and
frivolous.
stop people from criticizing you on Reddit. Do
Did
you know
I
how many
say
people
crit-
criticize me
do
on
you
my
know-
Reddit? Do you know how
I
many
didn't say
people criticize me
criticize.
on your Reddit?
Oh my God,
Imagine
this is so
if I was
pointless.
f***ing suing them. How much
Bro,
would you
you-
talk about that? Oh.
You know what? I want to ask you something.
Wait,
They're
wait, wait,
posting
hold
paywall.
on,
they were
hold on.
posting paywalled content and saying,
Hold
"Watch it
on,
here so that you
hold
don't
on
support
now.
Ethan."
Hold on now.
Spare me. Now let me ask you a question because this is fucking dumb. Okay, you always say that whenever you. First of all, let me give you a stat.
Mr. Fair
You've
Use.
watched 11 hate videos about me since this has started. Do you know how many I've watched about you on stream?
Your whole stream is a hate video.
Zero.
Bro.
I have
Bro.
had 0 people hold my hand through some obscene hate videos. You've watched 11 of them. Now let me ask you this: you see, whenever I make a response to these videos, for example, the content cop, you say you don't have time because you need to get to the news, which is something important. Then how the you have 19 hours straight, uninterrupted, to watch 11 hate videos, but you're not willing to show my response? Don't you think that's a bit cowardly?
No, I don't. Because what's
Wow,
cowardly
well-
is ducking me for the past
Ducking
4
you? I'm
months.
sitting in front of you.
When you dropped the content nuke, I said, I'm willing to talk to you. And you knew it wasn't going to look
Oh
good.
my God,
as,
bro,
As
so
today has
stupid.
demonstrated.
I said
and that's
just
precisely
watch
why
the-
you tried to add additional
said watch the
qualifications to it. Like,
video.
oh, just watch my video. Just watch my video.
Yeah, that's super reasonable. Why the fuck would I have a conversation with you about a video you haven't seen?
Because it's me. I'm speaking. I know the clips.
It's not a
because-
biography. You understand
Ethan,
that,
can I
right?
ask a question
Do
for
you
you?
understand the difference between a biography and a video that's critical of your positions? Do you understand the difference?
Ethan,
Hold on. Do you understand? Because I'm not
what's
sure you
interesting
understand.
for all the
it's
people
not
who
a
are tuning in
biography,
right
Hassan.
now.
It's not about the points in your life about your mom and your dad and growing up with your family. I'm making specific arguments that I've articulated that you have not seen.
Very
so
poorly,
how the fuck,
by the way.
how do you know that? You haven't watched it.
Because I'm talking to you.
Because
And
I've
you
watched
haven't-
11 hate
And you
videos.
haven't articulated a single good point yet. But also,
By the way,
I'll
I said
tell
I would
you why.
debate you if you watched it. It's very
I'll tell
simple.
you why. I'll tell you why.
You were dodging as fuck.
Because I responded to your context nuke before the nuke came out.
What you
There
can't
is a
provide,
video
by the
on
way.
my channel. There's a video on my channel that I urge all of you who are interested to go and watch. It is sitting at like what, 600,000 views? Not that many people watch it as opposed to the content nuke. Okay. In that video, you will notice that months prior to Ethan's context puke, months prior to that, I addressed every single claim he made in his
You didn't
video.
watch the video.
Do
How
I
do you
have
know
the
that?
capacity to
You didn't
do
watch the
I have the
video.
capacity to see the future?
So where'd you get the list? Do someone send you a list of all my points?
How did
Why
I
not just
answer
watch
all
the
of his
video then?
questions?
Why not just watch the video?
Wait,
it seems
did I get
cowardly.
a
You're
list
like,
of all your
I don't want to
points?
watch the video.
Did I
Just
get
send
a
me a
list of all your
list of
points,
all the
Ethan?
things. So
Ethan?
I can't
Ethan?
get, I don't want to get my feelings hurt. And maybe
Ethan, you consider
he's making a
yourself-
good point.
You have, in the cringiest
Why not
ways
watch the
possible,
video?
considered yourself to be Kendrick Lamar in this beef, this one-sided beef that you created initially, that I didn't
That's
respond
right.
to until you try to deplatform me and people who are pro-Palestine.